Yeah.
We had Dr. Steve do the same thing.
Yeah.
We had a porn star come in, and it was like, female ejaculate. There could be some enzymes in there that would be obviously part of the mucosa. But
I had a guy on my end going, "It ain't fucking squirt, bro.
Yeah, it's piss.
It's cum, bro, and I make them come all the time."
Yeah. Gosh. He said it was piss, and I'm just like who cares? You're so much fluid is going. As long as you just shit the bed, I don't give a fuck.
If it shot out of their mouth, would that be any better? Or their eyes? Like it's a stream.
So it was just wet. Like the whole bed was wet. She's like, oh, sorry, I get so fucking. I'm like, yeah, turned on. Maybe no water before this sex stuff.
Where's your spigot?
Yeah, let me lay down some cat litter in the bed, you pig.
We were driving to a gig yesterday, me and Anthony Zenhauser, listening to The Day the Laughter Died.
Oh,
it never gets old. It's never not funny.
He's got Bell's palsy now.
Yeah, but he's the one guy that you're like, when you hear it, you're like, he's doing a bit.
Yeah, you're like it's a work.
It took me like 17 pictures before I'm like, all right. No,
okay, he's really committing to yeah. He's living his act.
Well, because, he's been a comedy idol of mine for years. And the first time I ever worked with him, he sent me out to bomb in front of 2,000 people in Canada. Like
he'll do that. Oh yeah.
He goes, what are you going to talk about when you go out there? And I go, I don't know, sex and stuff. And he's like, you should do this. He goes, go out there. Be like, who here's from Canada? Right? We're in Toronto. Everybody's from fucking Canada.
Oh, jeez.
He goes, then be like, who loves hockey?
Oh, no.
Wait, right? And then I'm like, okay, because I'm this young comic who's like,
let me write this.
Right.
This is good stuff.
I don't want to
write this down.
Yeah, I don't want to piss off my idol. So I'm like, And then he goes, and then you go, who's here to see Dice? Like everybody, obviously.
Sure.
Babysitters, they park.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then when they're fucking up here, they're going nuts. Talk about the song I'm coming out to. And I go,
oh my God, no.
I go, okay, all right, the song? And he goes, yeah, my kids, they did the opening song. I'm coming, one's 14, one's 11, guitar, drums. It's fantastic. And I look at him and I go, okay, all right. And it's 3 minutes before I have to go on. And I walk out of his dressing room and I'm going, well, now what the fuck do I do?
Now what do I do? You're all flustered.
I've been plugging this for 6 weeks. This is like my dream gig.
Oh,
it's sold
God,
out,
he is the worst, man.
2,000 people. And I'm like, and then I start doing Jew math. I'm like, well, I get paid the same either way, whether I kill or bomb.
That's always the consolation prize, sure.
And I'm like, hey, and it's his show. Like, he's the boss. And finally, the guy's been to the fucking top, to the bottom, and back to the top, and he's still having fun.
Oh, yeah.
And that, for me, I've toured with a lot of people that are just fucking miserable back there.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
For me, that was this. I'm like, all right, you want me to fucking eat a shit? I go out there, I go, who's from Canada? Everybody's like, okay.
All right.
I go, who loves hockey?
Oh, he's trying to get
What a
cheap
hack.
applause. This
What a
hack, we get it.
And then I go,
Ask him about maple syrup.
I go, who's here to see Dice? And they explode. And then I'm like, let me tell you about the song he's coming out to. And at that moment, it hits me. I haven't heard this song.
Right.
They haven't heard this song. There's no material for this.
Dice.
Before that started, all I hear from the balcony is, get the fuck off the stage!
Oh, Jesus.
And I look at the clock on the theater floor, on the stage floor, and it's at 34 seconds.
Oh, that's a long time you got left there.
Because you can't bail early.
Oh.
You can't tap out.
Oh.
You got to fucking go to sleep up there. The comics will not respect you.
I heard the Dice story about when, what's his name? Fucking Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Bill Maher opened for him, and he walked off early, all pissed off, and they talked him into going back out there because he's like, he goes, you want to go? He wanted to go. I don't know what he wanted. He wanted to.
It was an order thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dice is like, you sure? Because, you know, this crowd.
They're animals.
They're animals. And, he was fucking.
The worst thing you could
eating his
do
balls, as they say.
with those crowds is stop, take a breath.
Yeah.
You have to be a machine gun up there.
Burr proved that in Philly when he did that whole thing on just roasted Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. And it was a hostile crowd. And he got him by the end, standing ovation.
Yeah, it's what Philly needs.
Battled it out, you know, took the shit, took the batteries being thrown at him from fucking like they do, the Eagles fans.
Yeah.
And we got through it. And it's legendary. It's a legendary piece because it shows that if you just fucking stay up there and hammer away, by the end, they're going to respect that, even the fucking animals that they are. So, you leave the stage, you're done.
I can tell you that did not happen in my case.
That did not happen.
No, because I stayed, and it was brutal.
Give it up for Shuli.
I had I go, what? I go, the drummer's 14. Like, I had nothing. I go, I was jerking off on socks at 14. And they're like, when's Dice coming out?
Oh, yeah. All they want to see is Dice.
And then finally I see it's like at 2 minutes 50 something. And I go, Toronto, have a great night. Thank you. Good night. And I walk off stage, and he's standing on the side. His glasses are off. He's wiping tears.
Of course
out of
he
his
is.
eyes. And he puts his glasses on. He goes, you had him.
You had him. Fucking what a prick.
He goes, you had him.
Oh, is that brilliant?
He goes, you could have gone longer.
What are you doing?
Because they were in the palm of your hand.
They love you.
And I was just like shell-shocked. I couldn't believe it. That night, takes me out to eat with him. The next night, we're in Montreal. I come up to him before the show. I go, what do you want me to do tonight?
Any suggestions?
And he goes, I don't know, do 25. And I go, about the song? He goes, no, shushel, stupid.
Stupid.
Do your act. And Dice sat on the side of the stage and watched my entire set.
Yeah.
And couldn't have been cooler. And I worked with him so many more times after that. One of those cases where meeting your heroes was awesome.
Yeah. Dice is one of those guys, like, you know, especially at first, you don't know. You're like, because you don't know if he's fucking with you. But guarantee he's fucking with you.
The very first time I met him, Norton and Florentine were opening for him in Vegas, and I was living in Vegas at the Stardust. And Florentine invites me to the show. And sure enough, my seat's in the front row.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, Jim.
That's great. Yeah, thank you.
And Dice comes out, and for the first 30 seconds is just pacing back and forth. Hasn't said a word.
I hope you weren't wearing beige pants. That was during his...
He looks...
It's a beige.
He looks down at me, and he just goes, how you doing? And I'm like, Florentine fucking set me.
Motherfucker, of course.
I go, I'm good. How are you? And he goes, tonight's not about me. Tonight's about you. And I'm like,
totally hear this.
Oh my God. And right before he goes into me, this guy goes, do a poem. And he goes, excuse me 1 second. And he walks to the side of the stage and he's like, where you from? And he goes, Chicago. He goes, fucking farmer. If you ain't from New York or LA, you're a fucking farmer. And then just dives into this guy for 20 minutes, leaves me alone. After the show, I go backstage. I'm there. Norton's there. Florentine. Dice is holding court for like 10, 15 minutes. Hasn't said a word to me.
Oh, shit.
In the middle of this whole rant he's doing, he just turns around and goes, who are you? This is my first time ever meeting him. I go, my name is Shuli. I'm a comic. I live in Vegas. Oh, yeah, you're a comic? Where do you work? And the only reputable place, because I ran like 4 open mics, the only reputable place I had was this hotel called the Greek Isles. And the guy who ran the comedy room there was Sandy Hackett. He was Buddy Hackett's son.
All right, there's something.
So I go,
there's something.
So I go, I work at the Greek Isles with Sandy Hackett. He goes, oh, yeah, Sandy. He goes, Buddy's kid. I go, yeah. He goes, do me a favor. Tell him Dice says you're a fucking zero. You're always going to be a fucking zero. And you don't even have a pinky nail worth of fucking talent that your fucking father had. You tell him I said that. And I just go, okay. And he goes, just tell him I said hi.
Yeah. Then it's just, maybe just say hi. I don't know.
That is the first time I ever met him.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, he'll shake you up.
But I love that he loves to have fun. We're doing governors. You know, the green room. You go right out to the stage.
Yeah.
He goes, listen. When you're hosting tonight, don't introduce Jim Florentine. He's just gonna come out at some point.
Holy shit, that's
goes-
great.
He goes, and you just be like, "Hey, from VH1's classic That Metal Show, Jim Florey. I want it to be a hang."
Yeah.
And I go, "You got it." And as I'm walking away, he goes, "Don't do nothing on Texton or Obama. I'm doing that tonight." It's the fucking best. The
How
best.
do you fucking do a show with the guy? It's hilarious. Yeah, he's just such a fun. And you're right. It's all about having fun, making people laugh. He's a goof. He loves doing that.
Yeah. You know how many fucking times he's been fucked by this industry?
Oh,
Probably.
just- and it's constantly because
lawyers.
he's completely misunderstood.
Of course.
Like he was the if you want to talk about woke culture and shit, he was the first motherfucker I think ever to be told, yeah, you can't fucking do
People
that.
walked off Saturday Night Live. 'cause of
Yeah,
him.
because he was going to be on, and it was his act. Like, you think Dice really had a problem with gay people when he's
course
talking
not.
faggot? What would he call them? Faggot Roonies or faggot? But it was all like all that shit. Oh, he's homophobic and this. It's like, God, that was decades ago.
Yeah.
If only we saw where it would lead.
What do you need the guy to do? Blow a guy?
Yeah.
And then the jokes are okay?
Yeah, then the jokes are fine. That's okay. I sucked the cock. I could tell this one.